There was a few things I forgot to mention on my last rant that really bother me, and that is this neighbor, this last incident with this neighbor yelling at me about me driving a little bit too close to his property line. Um, when I first moved in here, a few months afterwards, he used to let his dog, he has this huge 150-pound dog, Rottweiler. It's very mean. I know how mean they can be because I used to raise them myself. Don't ask me why. That was another life, another reality, because I don't even like dogs anymore, but I know how mean they can be. And he used to let this thing just roam around and, go wherever it wanted to. And this was back when I had the Rhode Island Red chickens, which I don't have anymore because somebody stole them. But um, he used to let this thing just go all over. And one of my Rhode Island Reds was outside my gate, and it came up and ripped the feathers off her back and almost killed her. I didn't see it happen, but my renter did, and which is somebody who rented my studio after the incident with the other neighbor. So I know it's all very confusing, but anyway, it wasn't the potential renter that got scared off by one of my other neighbors. It was another renter that didn't get scared off because I guess he was lucky. But anyway, he actually saw it happen, and so he went over there and told this neighbor what happened. And the only good that came from it was that he after that he did keep his dog chained up. I don't know if he does anymore or not, but it's quite scary dog because I could not even walk down my own easement without it coming after me. And yeah, and then after that happened, I was so upset, like beyond belief, that he could let his dog out and his dog would do that. I really had to hold myself back from going over there and yelling at him, but I realized that I don't want to start fighting with my neighbors, and that's why I did not do it. I did not go over there and yell at him. But yet he comes over here and yells at me for something that was minuscule compared to what he did to me, which was let his dog, can you imagine? I mean, his dog came over and ripped the feathers off of one of my chickens. And all I did was just drive a little too close to his property, which he calls his property, which probably isn't even his property. That's probably why he doesn't even put rocks or plants there. I mean, if it meant that much to him, to keep people from driving that close, then why doesn't he have plants or rocks or something there to keep people from, I'm not the only one who uses this road, it could have been anyone could have done that. And yet, I was the easy victim for him to come and yell at, I guess. So, and I guess that's it. But as far as the dog thing goes, I really hate dogs now. And even before that happened, I realized what a waste of energy they are. I mean, you think about how much energy do we waste, unrenewable energy do we waste, humans waste on dogs, like tons and tons of energy is wasted on dogs. Just, their food, their transportation, just everything. They take energy, driving them to the vet, raising food for them. And I think dogs were meant to be wild, like coyotes. They were never meant to really be domesticated, because now they've been really dumbed down. They can't even hunt anymore. They have to be fed by humans. And they just sit around and shit all over and bark all night. And I mean, can you imagine a wolf doing that? It would never survive, using all its energy just to sit around and bark at absolutely nothing. It's pathetic. Dogs are very psychotic, I think, to just sit around and bark at nothing all night. And I don't understand how people can just let their dogs just bark, endlessly. You know, of course, I know they like dogs, so if you like a dog, you're going to put up with his shit, right? I mean, just like I like my chickens, so I'll put up with their shit. You know, it doesn't bother me to hear my chickens, you know, clucking or making noise at all because I like them. I understand that people that like dogs, they're not going to be bothered by the barking, but what about people that don't like dogs? You know, I'm extremely bothered by them. And, and they stink really bad. I mean, dogs really smell bad. Oh God. It's like people that are around dogs, I don't even think they even realize how bad they stink because they get used to the smell. So, and you can't use their shit for anything. Like chickens, you can use theirs for fertilizer. Rabbits, you can use theirs for fertilizer. Dogs, I don't think you'd want to use theirs for fertilizer. It's disgusting. So they're quite useless in a, you know, as I call I don't know what you call this, but on the downside of an economy that was built upon unrenewable resources, I guess is what you would say. A civilization that was built upon unrenewable, limited, finite resources. Now, I'm not saying that there can't be some new technologies that take care of certain problems, but there's always going to be problems with exponential growth. There's always going to be problems on a finite planet. You know, even if we can grow more energy or renewable energies, there's always going to be other problems, you know, with exponential growth on a finite planet. So, I don't know, I'm feeling better now that I got this off me, but yeah, I just need to let it go now, I guess. And the reason I decided to do this now was my internet has been down for the past, well, it went down, then it went back up. I load the video and then it went down again. So, and it's raining, so I can't do yard work. And I try to do as much yard work as possible when it's not raining. But at least I don't have to water anybody because the rain does that. So I have a rain gutter on my rabbit cage that gives my chickens water, clean water, and I have rain gutters on my duck pen, which gives them water. Well, and I don't actually have a rain gutter on my rabbit's outdoor pen, but I do have their indoor pen. So, oh yeah, and a rain gutter for the duck that I just got for his pool, actually in the pond, but he didn't like the pond, so for some odd reason, I guess he likes the pool better. But that's another video. Take care.